Okay. This is part 5. I don't usually do so many of these all at once, but, I had to get it out. And, you can only hold so much of this personal history locked up. And, I don't want sympathy, I don't want pity. That's the last thing I want. All my life, that's all that I sought, was pity and sympathy and, oh, you poor thing. No, I don't want that shit anymore. Because I'm past that. I've evolved past that fucking little stage where it's like, well, it's me, And, after that whole situation happened, where, I lost everything, lost all my possessions, lost stuff that I held dear, even pictures of my mother that I can never get back. And it really fucking hurt. And, I can never get any of that back. It was a whole composition of, it was about 200 poems that I wrote after my aunt died. Good poems. Poems that people said I should, publish. All of them are gone. They're all fucking gone. There's no way I can get them back. And, that kind of threw me onto a path of just being completely vulnerable again. Here I was, in a cast, or in an ace bandage, in a boot, hobbling around, threw my crutches away, because I just couldn't get around fast enough with them. So my ankle never set right. I still get pains in my ankles from time to time, or my ankle, now it's the other side that's hurting, so I don't know if I sprained it the other day or what. But it never healed properly. Whereas my normal ankle is very smooth, my broken one, you can clearly see that it's damaged. I was actually afraid to have kids, because I thought that, me being accident prone, I could slip, fall, break my ankle again, or break my other ankle, because, the other one was feeling left out or whatever. And, I could fall and hurt the baby, and then I wouldn't be able to take painkillers, so I'd be in agony. And, it's just, when you constantly worry about things throughout your whole damn life, your mind will go in 5 million different directions, worrying about all the possible scenarios, and then eventually it's like, boom! Your head fucking almost explodes. And, so after I had my kids, after, I don't know, I can't remember exactly when I woke up, but it was like, here I am. I think it was around 2007, I was 27, 4 years ago, when it was like the blinders got ripped off. I'm like, here I am, I'm separated from my husband, I'm with this other guy, who says that he doesn't care about my son, which is the child that I had with my husband, the reason behind I got married, because I was like, we're creating a life together, that's a pretty big commitment, that's a life-changing commitment, well, we need to seal the deal. And, because I'm very traditional when it comes to my own life. Other people, live your life how you want. I was like, wow, this guy doesn't even give a shit about me, and my husband is, expressing, an interest in trying to work things out, and, what do I do? And I love my son, and I'm starting to fall for this tiny little life that's growing inside of me, and I'm panicking because it's like, who do I choose? Do I choose my husband, or do I choose the guy I'm with? I was tied between loyalty and, I don't go back to old mistakes and redo them. So it took me 4 years to finally realize. And I realized this when my father got hospitalized this Easter. And my husband took my father to the emergency room, and I came along with. And my husband and I both worked as a team to get my father in a very good nursing home, one that was safe, clean. The nurses took good care of the patients, everything on the up and up, because that's always something I was worried about. And now my father's in the early stages of dementia, to where he doesn't remember how he got placed there. He just knows that he's there and that it's my fault and that I'm his daughter and he's supposed to love me, but he's mad at me. And he keeps going back and forth in time in his mind, and he's just not all there anymore. And he's in the last stages of COPD. So he's got about 2 years left. And I was like, fuck, I only have 2 years left to get my life in order, to have my daddy finally proud of me once and for all, to stop screwing around my life. I'm 30 years old. This is bogus. This is shortly before my birthday. Well, then my birthday was another eye-opener. Because the guy I was dating refused to drive my father to the hospital on Easter. And then the week of my birthday, instead of paying the rent like he was supposed to, or instead of saving up the rent like he was supposed to, because he wanted me to work, but then he wanted me to watch the kids at the same time. And it's like, yeah, I can do that the day that you can stick your head up your ass without pulling any muscles or breaking any bones. Can you do it, Gumby boy? Really? You can't? Okay, well, fuck yourself, because I can't do two things at once. You need to help me, too. This is a partnership deal. You want me to work? You stay home and take care of the children. Oh, no, you don't want to do that? You don't want to be bitch boy? Okay, then you fucking work. Oh, you don't want to work? Well, then what the hell? You can't have both. There has to be a, 50-50. It's not always going to be 50-50 every day. Some days it's going to be 70-30. Some days it's going to be 20-80. Some days it's going to be 90-10. Some days it's going to be 99-1. But it has to balance enough times for, everybody to be happy. It doesn't have to be consistent every fucking day, but it has to balance out in the end. And if you're not willing to at least try to help me, then we're screwed. Well, the week of my birthday, instead of, allowing me to have, maybe, X amount of money to take the bus and, or drive me to my mom's grave site, so that I could kind of do my own little commemorative thing or whatever, he instead took $300 and went to a strip club and blew $300 on some bitch. And I was like, that's it. Because on the day of my birthday, he was like, what do you want for your birthday? And I was like, I don't know. And he's like, whatever. He walked away from me. Well, I seriously didn't know what I wanted to do for my birthday, because, all that week he kept telling me, you don't deserve to celebrate your birthday. You never held up your end of the birthday promise for me for my birthday. And I'm like, what's that? And he's like, you know what I'm talking about. And I was like, oh yeah, I was supposed to fuck you for your birthday. Gee, I don't remember that being in the job description there. I must have missed that memo. I'm so sorry. Can you resend it? Thanks. It was just like, holy shit, you want me to whore myself out? Really? No. I was like, if you don't want to be a fucking man and respect people, not women, specifically, but people in general, and not understand that, you're not the only one who's been shit on in their life. Nobody's misery is greater or less than anybody else's, because it depends on your perspective. Well, he didn't understand that. And so, long story made very short, because 1 month later I decided, hey, it's the week before my daughter's birthday, I'm going to, take the kids to the beach. And, oh no, honey, you could stay home and play your video games all day long, same thing that you've been doing every day for God knows how long, no, go ahead, Charles is going to take me. Yeah, him, yeah, my husband that I'm still married to. Oh, but, whatever, don't worry about it. We're just going to take the kids all day long, don't worry about it. And once I realized I was out of the house, I think it was like towards that night, I looked around, And Charles is like, do you want to go back home? And I'm like, no, I don't. Oh my God, I got out. Charles is looking at me like, you got out? I'm like, yeah, I got out. Yeah, you did. What do you want to do? Well, I want to do what we've been talking about for the last couple of days. I want to try to patch things up with you again. Because 6 years is a long time. And I want to give it another try. And I'm sick and tired of being in pain. I'm sick and tired of not feeling good. I'm sick and tired of my health being driven into the ground. I need to take better care of my health. And Charles is like, okay, we can return to each other, and I'll help you take care of the kids. And you get your health back in order. He's like, that is your number one priority, is you get your health back in order. And then after that, if you want to go back to school, I'll support you. I'll even help you. I'll even tutor you. You want to go back to work, I'll support that. He's like, whatever you want to do. He's like, I will support it. Okay. And then he bought me a wedding rings engagement ring and a wedding band set, and there's a story behind that, but some other time. And it's now August. It's a little over a month has passed, and we've had some ups and downs. A lot of the downs have been caused by my ex-boyfriend, because he's trying to fight for sole custody of our daughter that we created together, and it's like, no, I'm not going to win. I'm going to win. And it's only because I love my daughter and I want her safe. But that is pretty much it. I am really tired. I need a smook and I don't know, I need a cigarette and maybe another one of these. Corporate crazy crap. But y'all have a wonderful day. This is the Hippie Chick from Hippiechickapolis, State of Insanity, Country of Chaos, wishing you a happy Monday and a wonderful week.